Hello children, hope you are all doing good. Children, have you all learned which I have taught you in the previous classes? Let us write a test, okay? Take your homework notebook. Put today's date. Mention it as test. The first question, when a body has uniform velocity, it is said to be in dash. When a body has uniform velocity, it is said to be in dash. So the second question, what is the formula to find velocity? What is the formula to find velocity? Third question, a body has dash if it travels equal distances in different time intervals or different distances in equal time intervals. A body has dash if it travels equal distances in different time intervals or different distances in equal time intervals. And then next question, dash is defined as distance traveled by a body in unit time. Dash is defined as distance traveled by a body in unit time. Displacement is a dash quantity. Next question, displacement is a dash quantity. Dash is the maximum displacement of the bob. Dash is the maximum displacement of the bob. Children, have you all written? Send these answers along with your homework. Okay, children? Okay, in the last class, we have learned up to speed and velocity. Is it, children? Have you all learned up to that? We have learnt about scalar and vector quantities. What is meant by scalar quantities? A physical quantity that has only magnitude. Okay, if it has only magnitude, that is scalar quantity. If it has both magnitude and direction, that is vector quantity. Okay, children? So we have learnt about distance and displacement. What does mean by distance? The path you are traveling. Okay, children, that is the distance. Okay, which path you are taking, that is that path you are calculating, that path means that is called as distance. Okay, and what is meant by displacement? There will be a shortcut to reach that path. The children, that shortcut, that is the shortest path, that is called displacement. Okay, and then we have learnt about speed. What is meant by speed? If you are traveling by a car or bike, means you will say about the fastness or slowness as a children, that is called speed. And what is meant by velocity? If you are saying that speed along with the direction means that is called velocity. Okay. And then we have learnt about its unit, is it? What is the unit to find, what is the unit, SI unit of speed and velocity? Meter per second. Okay. What is the formula to find speed? Distance traveled upon time taken. Okay. And then displacement. What is the formula to find displacement? Sorry, what is the formula to find velocity? Displacement upon time. Okay, displacement upon time. Speed is the scalar quantity and velocity is the vector quantity. Okay, children. Today we are going to learn about acceleration. Have you heard about this word acceleration anywhere? We may use many times as a children. In bike or car, there will be a thing called accelerator. Why we are using that accelerator, do you know? It is used to speed up or slow down or to change the direction. Okay, children, it is used to speed up or slow down or to change the direction. Okay, so see that image. There is a flight flying in the sky, is the children, and there is a boat moving in the sea, is the children. So is there is any acceleration there? Can you say? What is meant by acceleration? That acceleration helps to speed up or slow down or to change the direction. As a children, is there is any speed up or slow down process there? Or is there is any change in direction there? It is flying very speed. The children, it is flying in a high speed, and that boat is also moving in a high speed. The children, so there is no acceleration involved there. Okay. Yeah. I will ask you a thing. Okay. If you are traveling by a bus. Okay. If you are traveling by a bus, while traveling, if that bus driver puts a sudden brake, you are standing in the bus. Okay. What will happen? After the bus stopped also, you will move a bit front as a children. Is it? So that we can say, if an object is moving means it likes to move in the same path. Okay. Or else, if an object is rest means it will remains to be at rest in the same. Okay. All the objects wishes to remain the same as it is. If it is in motion means it likes to continue it in the same motion. Or else if it is in rest means it likes to be continue it in the same resting position. Okay, position. Okay. So that to start up that motion or to stop that motion. Okay. If it is in motion means to stop that. Okay. Or if it is in rest means to make it move, we need a force called acceleration. Okay, children. So acceleration means vega valarchi. Okay, we can use this word vega valarchi or mudukkam. Okay, children, that is called acceleration. So let us see. Children, can you say, is there any acceleration? No, that flight is also having any acceleration. That boat is also not having acceleration. Why? Acceleration helps us to increase the speed or slows down or to change the direction, is it? There is not increase of speed, there is not slow down, and also there is no change of direction. So that there is no acceleration involved. Okay, let us see. For learning about acceleration, we need the two types of motion. Okay, uniform motion and non-uniform motion. Already we have learnt about uniform motion and non-uniform motion. So children, what does mean by uniform motion? If a particle moves in a equal distance in equal intervals of time, that is called uniform motion, is it? And then non-uniform motion, if a particle moves in unequal distances, cover unequal distances in equal intervals of time, means that is non-uniform motion. Okay, here uniform motion means velocity remains constant over time. Okay, if the velocity remains constant over time, means that is uniform motion. Okay, what does mean by velocity? It has both magnitude and direction. So children, so we can say the speed remains constant over time in the same direction, means that is uniform motion. Okay children, so velocity means for the specific time it covered the constant distances. Okay, constant distances in a same direction, that is called uniform velocity. Okay children, so what does mean by non-uniform velocity? Simply the velocity varies over time. Okay, velocity varies over time, that is non-uniform motion. We can say if it a constant motion and varying direction. Okay, if it is having constant motion and direction varies, means also that is non-uniform motion. And also constant direction but varying speed, means also that is non-uniform motion. So simply we are saying velocity varies over time. Okay, uniform motion means velocity remains constant over time, and non-uniform motion means velocity varies over time. Okay children, can you all understood? So let us see about acceleration. Acceleration. What does mean by acceleration? The rate of change of velocity, is it? Rate of change of velocity. Simply, what does mean by acceleration is, if a body speeds up or slows down, or if it is changing the direction, there will be acceleration. Okay children, if a body speeds up, okay, if it is speeding up, means there will be acceleration involved. If it is slow down, means there is also acceleration involved. And also if it wants to change the direction, means also there will be acceleration involved. So that we are saying rate of change of velocity. Okay, acceleration is defined as the rate of change of velocity. Okay children, so what does mean by acceleration? The rate of change of velocity. So to find acceleration, there is a formula. Okay, what is the formula? Change in velocity upon time taken. Okay, change in velocity upon time taken. So what does mean by change in velocity? Velocity means, what does mean by velocity? Rate of change of displacement. The children, that is called velocity. So change in velocity means if you are subtracting the final velocity minus initial velocity upon time is the acceleration. Okay, what is the change in velocity? If you are subtracting the final velocity minus initial velocity upon time taken, that is called acceleration. So we can write it as A vector equal to V vector minus U vector upon T vector. Okay, change in velocity means V vector minus U vector. Okay, A equal to V minus U by T. Okay, what is the formula to find acceleration? A equal to V minus U upon T. That is called acceleration. Children, what does mean by acceleration? Rate of change of velocity. Okay, rate of change of velocity. What is the formula to find acceleration? Change in velocity upon time taken. Okay, change in velocity upon time taken. Okay, what is the what we can say? A vector equal to V minus U upon T. Okay, that is acceleration equal to final velocity minus initial velocity upon time taken. Can you all understand, children? So what does mean by acceleration? When will you say a body is accelerated? If a body speeds up or slows down or it is changing the direction, means that involves acceleration. So what does mean by acceleration? Rate of change of velocity. Okay, so what is the formula to find acceleration? Acceleration equal to change in velocity upon time taken. Okay, children, can you all understood? So velocity is a vector quantity. Okay, children, velocity is a vector quantity, is children. So if you are applying velocity there, means acceleration is also a vector quantity. Okay, acceleration also have both magnitude and direction. Okay, so it is a vector quantity. So that in the symbols we are mentioning the vectors in the top. Okay, children, for all the vector quantity we will mention the vector symbol at the top. Okay, children. So what does mean by acceleration? The rate of change of velocity. Okay, what is the formula to find acceleration? Acceleration equal to change in velocity upon time taken. Okay, and then change in velocity means final velocity minus initial velocity, okay, upon time taken. So we can write as A equal to V minus U upon T. Okay, and then what we have said, acceleration is a vector quantity. Okay, children, can you all understood? Children, what is the formula to find acceleration? Change in velocity upon time taken, is it? Acceleration equal to change in velocity upon time taken. Children, what is the SI unit of velocity? Meter per second, is it, children? The SI unit of velocity is meter per second, is it? So what is the time taken? What is the SI unit of time taken? Seconds, is it? So the SI unit of acceleration is meter per second square. Okay, meter per second square. Okay, children, so the SI unit of acceleration is meter per second square. Okay, children, what does mean by acceleration? The rate of change of velocity. Okay, the rate of change of velocity is called acceleration. And what is the formula to find acceleration? Change in velocity upon time taken. That is final velocity minus initial velocity upon time. Okay, so A equal to V minus U upon T. Okay, children, A equal to V minus U upon T. Okay, children, so what is the SI unit of acceleration? Meter per second square. Okay, meter per second square. Children, we have learnt about velocity, is it? We have learnt about uniform velocity and non-uniform velocity, is it, children? So as like this, this acceleration also have uniform velocity and non-uniform velocity. Sorry, that is uniform acceleration and non-uniform acceleration. Okay, for uniform acceleration we can say it as positive acceleration. Okay, for non-uniform acceleration we can call it as deceleration or retardation. Okay, non-uniform acceleration can be called as deceleration or retardation. Okay children, let us see one by one. Okay children, see, Jerry is riding a motorbike. Okay, it is moving in a velocity of 25 meter per second towards east. Okay, velocity means speed with the direction, the children. So here they mention speed and also direction. So Jerry is moving in the velocity of 25 meter per second towards east. Okay, and in the end, okay, the final velocity is 40 meter per second towards east. Okay, now we are going to find the acceleration. Okay, what is the acceleration? What is the formula to find acceleration? Final velocity minus initial velocity upon time taken, is it children? So we will find it. Okay, before that, see, it is of uniform acceleration or non-uniform acceleration. In the beginning it moves 25 meter per second, is it children? And in the end, what is this velocity? 40 meter per second towards east. Okay, it traveled 5 seconds. Okay, it traveled 5 seconds. Okay, in that 5 seconds it had traveled 40 meter per second. Is it a uniform acceleration or non-uniform acceleration? Can you say? It is uniform acceleration, the children. It is uniform acceleration. In the initial velocity is 25 meter per second towards east, is it? And after 5 seconds it had moved 40 meter per second towards east. So it is uniform acceleration. Okay, that is positive acceleration. Okay children, so let us find the acceleration. What is the final velocity? Final velocity here 40 meter per second, the children. So 40 minus initial velocity is 25 meter per second. So 40 minus 25 upon 5. 5 seconds is the time taken, the children have said, is it? So 40 minus 25 upon 5. So what is the answer? 40 minus 25? 15 upon 5. So 3 meter per second square. Okay, so it is of uniform acceleration. Can you all understand children? It is positive acceleration, is it? So that we are calling it as uniform acceleration. Okay, so can you all understand? What is meant by uniform acceleration? When the velocity of a body changes constantly or uniformly, that body has uniform acceleration. Okay, when the velocity of a body changes constantly or uniformly, the body has uniform acceleration. Here the bike had traveled constantly, the children, uniformly, is it? At the beginning it moves 25 meter per second, is it children? The velocity is 25 meter per second. At the end, after 5 seconds at the end, it moves 40 meter per second. So that we are calling it as uniform acceleration. Okay children, the acceleration we got is 3 meter per second square, the children. It is of positive, is it? So that we are calling it as uniform acceleration. Children, what does mean by uniform acceleration? When the velocity of a body changes constantly or uniformly, the body has uniform acceleration. Okay, children. So let us see about deceleration. See, this is the example of positive acceleration. See, children, okay, in the time of 0 second, 0 minutes, the speed is 40 meter per second, okay, towards left. Okay, direction is also mentioned, okay. And then the time of 10 minutes, the speed is 50 meter per second, okay, and direction is left. And 20 minutes, in 20 minutes, the speed is 60 meter per second, okay. And in 30 minutes, 70 meter per second. And in 40 minutes, 80 meter per second. So, the velocity is constant. The children, the velocity of a body is uniform, is it? So that we are calling it as positive acceleration. Okay, children, can you all understand? Okay, this body moves in a regular intervals, okay, equal distances in regular intervals of time in a same direction, so that we are calling it as uniform acceleration or positive acceleration. Can you all understand? You can itself see, in 0 minutes 40 meter per second, in 10 minutes 50 meter per second, and in 20 minutes 60 meter per second, and in 30 minutes 70 meter per second, and in 40 minutes 80 meter per second. So it is positive acceleration. Okay, children, can you all understand? Children, see this. Jerry is riding a bike, is it? Jerry is riding a motorbike. What is his initial velocity? 40 meter per second towards east, is it? And then what is his final velocity after 5 seconds? 25 meter per second towards east. Children, say, is it a uniform acceleration or non-uniform acceleration? Jerry had started the bike with a velocity of 40 meter per second, okay, and what is its final velocity? 25 meter per second. It is a deceleration. The children, that is non-uniform acceleration, is it? We are calling it as deceleration or retardation or negative acceleration, because he had started with a velocity of 40 meter per second. And after 5 seconds, this velocity reduces, is it, children? So that we are calling it as retardation or deceleration. Okay, retardation or deceleration. Okay, children, see, we will find the acceleration. Okay, what is the formula to find acceleration? Final velocity minus initial velocity upon time taken, the children. So A equal to V minus U upon T. So which is the final velocity here? 25, is it? 25 meter per second towards east. So what is the initial velocity here? 40, is it? So 25 minus 40 upon 5. Okay, 25 minus 40 means what will be the acceleration? Minus 15 upon 5. Is it? 25 minus 40 means we will get minus 15. So what is the acceleration here? Minus 3 meter per second square. So it is a negative acceleration, the children. So that we are calling it as deceleration or retardation. Okay, deceleration or retardation. Okay, children, can you all understood? So what does mean by acceleration? If a body speeds up or slow down or changes its direction of motion, it has an acceleration, the children. So here it slows down, is it? So that this is also an acceleration, but it is a negative acceleration, so that we are calling it as deceleration or retardation. Okay, children? Can you all understood? What is meant by deceleration or retardation? When the velocity of a body decreases, it has a negative acceleration. Okay, that is called retardation or deceleration. Okay, children? When the velocity of a body decreases, okay, when the velocity of a body decreases, it has a negative acceleration. We can call it as retardation or deceleration. Okay, children? Can you all understood? Here the velocity decreases, is it? At the beginning, Jerry had started his bike with the velocity of 40 meter per second. And at the end, what is his final velocity? 25 meter per second. So that we are calling it as negative acceleration. Okay, that is retardation or deceleration. Okay, children, can you all understood? Children, see, here Jerry is moving 25 meter per second towards east. Okay, Jerry had started the bike moving 25 meter per second towards east. Okay, and again, what is his final velocity? 25 meter per second towards west. So, Jerry had changes the direction. The children, is there any acceleration? Yes, here also acceleration involves the children, because what is meant by acceleration? Rate of change of velocity. Is the children? Simply we can say if it speeds up or slows down or changes its direction of motion. Okay, that is called acceleration. The children, here Jerry changes the direction of motion. The children, so it is also called as a type of acceleration. Okay, children, can you all understood? So what does mean by acceleration? When a body speeds up or slows down or changes its direction of motion, it has an acceleration. Okay, children, can you understood? It is also an example of negative acceleration. See the time, 0 hours. In 0 hours, the velocity is 35 km per hour, and in 1 hour, 30 km per hour, and in 2 hours, 25 km per hour, and in 3 hours, 20 km per hour, and in 4 hours, 15 km per hour. Yeah, see? It decreases as a children, the velocity decreases. Is it? When the velocity of a body decreases, we can say it as negative acceleration or deceleration as a children. So, it is a negative acceleration. Is it? So, how will you find the acceleration? What is the formula to find acceleration? Acceleration equal to change in velocity upon time taken. So, A equal to V minus U upon T. So, what is V? 15 is it, children? The final velocity is 15. Is it? So, 15 minus 35. So, kilometer per hour. Okay, that is a unit. Is it, children? And then time is, see the time taken is 4 hours. Is it, children? So, 15 minus 35 upon 4. So, 15 minus 35 minus 20. Okay, upon 4. So, what is the acceleration? Minus 5 km per hour square. Okay, minus 5 km per hour square is the acceleration. So, it is a negative acceleration. So, we can call it as retardation or deceleration. Okay, children, can you all understand? When the velocity of a body decreases, it has a negative acceleration. Okay, we can call it as retardation or deceleration. Here the velocity of the body decreases, children, 35, 30, 25, 20 and 15 is the children. So that it is decreased, so that it is a negative acceleration or retardation or deceleration. Okay, children, can you all understand? So in this class we are learnt about acceleration. What does mean by acceleration? rate of change of velocity. Is it, children? Rate of change of velocity. So when will you say an acceleration takes place? If a body speeds up or slows down or changes its direction. Okay? In that you can say acceleration takes place. Okay, children? So we have learnt about uniform acceleration or positive acceleration, and then negative acceleration, that is retardation or deceleration. Okay, what does mean by positive acceleration or uniform acceleration? When a velocity of a body changes constantly or uniformly, we can call it as uniform acceleration or positive acceleration. Okay, children, if a body changes, the velocity of a body changes constantly or uniformly, we can call it as uniform acceleration. Okay, and then negative acceleration, when a velocity of a body decreases, it has a negative acceleration or deceleration. Okay, children, can you all understood? So acceleration is a vector quantity. Okay, and then the next thing is, if velocity changes, the body has acceleration. Okay, children, simply if the velocity changes, the body has acceleration. Okay, children, if the velocity does not change, the acceleration is 0. Okay, if the velocity changes, the body has acceleration. If the velocity does not change, means the acceleration will be 0. Okay, children, and in acceleration we have two types, that are positive acceleration and negative acceleration. Is it, children? Positive acceleration means uniform acceleration. Okay, and negative acceleration means deceleration or retardation. Okay, children, can you all understood? Children, take your classwork notebook. Put today's date. Already we have returned 3 problem questions. Is it, children? This is the 4th one. Okay, a body starts from rest and attains a velocity of 40 meter per second. Okay, so you should find the acceleration of a body. Okay, a body starts from rest and attains a velocity of 40 meter per second in 5 seconds. Okay, what are given? It starts from rest, so rest means it will be 0. Okay, children, so the initial velocity is 0, so u equal to 0. Okay, and attains a velocity of 40 meter per second, so final velocity equal to 40 meter per second. Okay, children, so in the what is the time taken? 5 seconds. Okay, so initial velocity is given, final velocity is given, and also time taken is given. Okay, what is the formula to find acceleration? A equal to v minus u by t. Is it, children? Now we can easily solve this problem. Is it? So what is given? Initial velocity u equal to 0. Why we are saying u as 0? A body starts from rest. Is it? Rest means the initial velocity will be 0. Okay, and then attains a velocity of 40 meter per second. Okay, that is the final velocity. Okay, so v equal to 40 meter per second and time is 5 seconds. Okay, so what is the formula to find acceleration of a body? A equal to v minus u upon t. Okay, A equal to v minus u upon t. So substitute the values in this formula. Okay, so 40 minus 0 upon 5. So 40 upon 5. Is it, children? 40 upon 5. So find the answer. Do it in your notebook. Do it fast. Use ink pens to do. Okay, children? Very easy sum, is it children? They had given initial velocity, final velocity and also the time taken, is it? So we know the formula A equal to V minus U upon T. Yeah, have you all got the acceleration? 40 upon 5 means 8 meter per second square. So children, have you all got this answer? So the acceleration of a body is 8 meter per second square. Okay. Don't forget to write the unit. Okay children, 8 meter per second square. Okay. Have you all copied down in your classwork notebook? So the next question, if a 1 meter long pendulum has a time period of 2 seconds, okay, it is a sum from simple pendulum, is it children? So they had given the length of the pendulum is 1 meter, okay, for that the time taken for a swing is 2 seconds, okay, for one oscillation is 2 seconds, okay, and then what would be the length of the pendulum of time period 4 seconds, okay, we need to find the length in 4 seconds, okay children. If the swinging time is 4 seconds means what would be the length, okay, we should find that, okay. So while learning simple pendulum we have learned, is it children, factors affecting time period of a pendulum. What are the factors we have learned? Length and acceleration due to gravity, is it children? So length means the time period is proportional to the square root of length, is it children? So the time period is proportional to square root of length. So they had given 1 meter in the time period 2 seconds, is it? So for 1 meter length 2 seconds is the time period. So for what length it will have 4 seconds we need to find, okay children. So first of all we need to divide it, okay, we need to divide 2 upon 4, okay, the time period 2 upon 4 equal to 1 upon root of L, okay, we are going to divide it, okay, what they had given, okay, what they had given 2 seconds was given, is it children? So 2 upon 4, okay, 2 upon 4 means we are equating, is it? So time period 2 seconds is 1 meter length, is it children? So 2 upon 4 equal to 1 upon root of L, okay, we have said, is it children, time period is proportional to root of L, is it children? So that here also we are taking square roots. So 2 upon 4 equal to 1 upon root of L. Because of taking square root we are putting that square there, okay children. So what will you get? We can cancel that 2 upon 4, is it children? So we will get 1 upon 2 equal to 1 by root of L, okay. And then what can we do? There is a square root there, is it children? So we can square it on both sides, is it? So squaring, what will we get? 1 square means the same 1 we will get, is it children? So 2 square means 4. So 1 upon 4 equal to, here also 1 square means again 1. Root of L means we can remove the root, is it? So 1 upon 4 equal to 1 upon L. Now we can find the length easily, is it children? So what is the length? Say what is the length here? L equal to 4, is it? We are equating, is it children? So 1 equal to 1, so 1 upon 4 equal to 1 upon L. So L equal to 4, okay children? So length equal to 4 meter for 4 seconds time period. Okay children, can you all understood? So length equal to 4 meter. Can you all understood children? In the simple pendulum we have learned, is it? Time period is directly proportional to the square root of length, is it? So we are equating that, okay. Already they had given for 1 meter length 2 seconds is the time period, and we need to find the length for 4 seconds time period. So first of all, we are dividing 2 upon 4 equal to 1 by square root of L. Okay children, so we can get 1 upon 2 equal to 1 by root of L. Okay, there is a square root, we need to remove that square root, is it? So that we are squaring on both sides. Okay, we are taking the squares on both sides. So 1 squared equal to 1 and 2 squared equal to 4, is it? Again equal to 1 squared equal to again 1 root of L, we will get L, is it? So we can find the answer very easily, is it children? So L equal to 4 meter. Can you all understood? Yeah, take down in your notebook. If we are equating, if we had equate the two details we had got, okay, we will get the answers very easily. Okay children, we are simply equating, is it? 2 upon 4 equal to 1 upon root of L. Children, so while equating itself, we got the answers L equal to 4. They are the denominators. Can you see that? L equal to 4. Okay, so the answer length equal to 4 meter. Children, have you all returned? And then the next question. A pendulum swings back and forth 20 times in 34 seconds. Okay, a pendulum swings back and forth 20 times in 34 seconds. Okay children, so the number of oscillations and time is also given, is it children? We need to find the time period. Okay, how will you find the time period? Say what is given? T equal to 34 seconds, is it? T equal to 34 seconds and number of oscillations equal to 20. So we need to find the time period. So time period equal to time taken upon number of oscillations. Okay, so 20 upon 34. So what does it mean? How will you find the time period? Time period equal to time taken upon number of oscillations. Okay, so 34 upon time taken is 34, is it? So 34 upon 20. So find the answer. Cancel it and find the answers. Try the problem fast. In this question, they had given the time taken and also number of oscillations. The children, for swinging 20 times, they had given the time taken and the number of oscillations. Is that time taken is 34 seconds and number of oscillations is 20. So what is the time period? How will you find the time period? Time period equal to time taken upon number of oscillations. Okay children, so we can find the answer very easily. Is it children? Have you all got the answers? Have you all got 1.7 seconds? Children, have you all completed? Okay, this is the previous day's homework. Okay, check the answers. What is speed? What is speed? How much distance is traveled in a unit time? That is speed. Okay, children. Okay, check your answers. Option B. Okay, option B is the answer. And second question. A runner races in the 100-meter dash. It takes her 10 seconds to finish. Okay, what is their average speed? How will you find the average speed? Average speed equal to total distance traveled upon total time taken, is it? So we will get 10 seconds. Okay, option C is the answer. Okay, and then third question, total distance divided by total time is average speed. Okay, have you all written the correct answers? If it is wrong, correct it, children. And then fourth question, the speedometer in a car measures instantaneous speed. Okay, speedometer in a car measures instantaneous speed. Option B. Okay, and then fifth question, the correct measure of velocity would be dash. What is the answer? Option C. Okay, 5 km per hour north. Okay, velocity is a vector quantity, the children. So we need both magnitude and direction. So option C is the correct answer. Okay, and then sixth one, velocity equal to, what is the answer? Displacement upon time. Okay, option B. And then seventh question, which statement is true about velocity? Option B is the correct answer. Okay, children, must have measurement of speed and direction. Okay, must have measurement of speed and direction. Children, have you all checked your answers? Okay, if you are wrong means correct it. Okay, children. And then today's homework is book page number 29 and 30. There is a choose the correct answer, the children. There are 5 choose the correct answer. Answer those 5, choose the correct answer. Okay, children. And then I also had given some questions to write the choose the correct answer. Okay, the first question is acceleration is defined as. Okay, I had given 2 options, rate of change of velocity and rate of change of speed. Okay, and then second question, the SI unit of acceleration is dash. Okay, meter per second square or meter per second. Okay, and then third question, a negative acceleration means the velocity of a body. Velocity of a body dash. Okay, the options are increases or decreases. Okay, write it. Okay, children, you take down the questions. Children, have you all written the questions? And the fourth question, which is a vector quantity? Okay, options are acceleration, speed. Okay, choose the correct answer. Okay, and then fifth one, the drag racer accelerated from 0 meter per second to 200 meter per second in 5 seconds. Okay, so the initial velocity is 0 meter per second and the final velocity is 200 meter per second and the time taken is 5 seconds. Okay, so what is the acceleration? Okay, should substitute in the acceleration formula. What is the formula? A equal to V minus U upon T. Okay, substitute there and find the answer. Okay, children, I had given the options 40 meter per second, 40 meter per second square. Very easy questions, the children. So in the sixth question, the rate that a car's velocity changes its dash. Okay, acceleration or speed. Okay, choose the correct answer and write it. Children, that's all about your homework. Learn this lesson. Okay, children, we have a small topic. Okay, relationship between uniform acceleration and time and also acceleration due to gravity. We will see that in the next class. Okay, children, learn up to that. Almost we have completed lesson 2. Okay, learn it and read your book. Okay, children, read up to page number 25. Okay, children. Thank you.